Hi, everyone. Tanya Hertz here. We are now going to be talking about payment methods. We're also going to look at some customer acquisition strategies that you can use to get, keep, and grow your customer base. Okay, payment methods. There's a lot of different ways we can collect payment. You want to remember to collect payment as many ways as possible. Make it as easy as possible for people to give you money. I've literally had people tell me, no, I'm sorry, I don't take credit cards, which is ludicrous. There's absolutely no reason to do that because it costs you almost nothing to take a credit card. And even if you are paying a small percentage, it is much better than not making any money. So some common payment methods include card readers. So these are little electronic sensors that can read the magnetic strip or the bar or the code on a credit card. Squarespace, Clover make card readers. You can also use, here's a little example of a card reader that you can get for free from Square. You can also use just the electronic Square. Apple Pay now, almost every vendor accepts electronic pay method. So make sure to get there. Just go on to Square or Clover and you can download the app for free. There's a $20 option that you can choose for the more professional, and you might want to go with that. You also want to think about accepting money through different cash apps. So there are many different cash apps, including Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, Apple. Make sure that you take money, again, as many ways as needed to make it easier for your customer. You also can accept payment either through your website or through a third party intermediary website, depending on the kind of license that you have. So with MEKHOs, you cannot necessarily accept money through a third-party intermediary if they're providing a service, and I'll get into the details later. But for now, you can accept payment through shared platforms when you're selling your products or services on a shared site. Like a shared Shopify, like Etsy, for example. You can also use these different e-commerce sites to set up e-commerce on your own website. So Shopify, Stripe, all of these are e-commerce sites. They're electronic commerce or internet commerce. This is the buying and selling of goods or services using the internet and transferring money and data, executing these transactions. So this is also something important to keep in mind, who's actually collecting the money on behalf of the customers. Shopify, again, you can use Shopify, you can integrate Shopify's payment methods through your own website, no matter who you use for web hosting and web design. You can also just use them exclusively for your web hosting, web design. So the card readers, those include, like I said, Square, Clover. Most of them, both of those companies offer free readers. You do have to pay per transaction. So both Square and Clover charge 2.6% per transaction and 10 cents per either transaction or swipe. Now, it depends on, they have different options. They have a free swipe reader. Both options have a free swipe reader. There is a chip tap to pay reader that's $49 for Square, and Clover has a $20 option. You want to make sure that you accept payment as many different ways as people want to pay. Google Pay, Apple Pay, NFC cards, contactless, chip reader. Make sure that you allow people to pay you, like I said, as many ways as possible. Right now, Square, you don't receive the money until the next business day. It's not always the same with different, different services. Now, there's also various cash apps, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, Cash App. They have different fees. Zelle right now is the cheapest. It's bank to bank. It's zero fees. Venmo charges 3% for credit card transactions. PayPal is nice because it's instant transfer. So is Venmo right now. They're increasing from 1.75 per transfer with a 25-cent minimum and $25 maximum. They've increased it to this up from 1.5 with a 25-cent minimum, $15 max. Each of these have different limits depending on how long you've been with them as well. Like Zelle, for example, you can only do, when you first start with them, only I think it's $250 a day, and that goes up from there up to I believe $5,000 a week is their highest right now. Cash App, 3% fee for credit card payments with a debit card or bank card is free. Cash App charges also that 1.5% fee if you request instant transfer. And let's talk a little bit about, actually, we're going to stop there and then we'll talk about customer acquisition strategies from here.